What happens when something significant occurs that science or chance cannot explain? Some have described these coincidences as extrasensory perception or something paranormal. But is this the best definition? Carl Jung, a prominent psychologist, used the term synchronicity to describe meaningful occurrences. Something worthwhile can reaffirm your thoughts. Maybe you've had a dream about a specific piece of jewelry. Then, the next day, your friend offers you the same piece of jewelry. Strange, right? Perhaps you've had an experience when you purchased something you liked. You had no idea that your best friend was in another store across town purchasing the same item. These events occur simultaneously and may possibly be a communication from the universe. So how do you witness this incredible phenomenon? In this video, we'll look at Carl Jung's concept of synchronicity, why he articulated it the way he did, and when you could encounter synchronicity in your life. Spoiler alert. It happens more than you think, but you must be willing to experience it. What Carl Jung says about synchronicity. Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity to describe the inexplicable. He had a very brilliant patient. In fact, she was so smart that she was unable to undergo the necessary treatment. She thought that the rationality she encountered on a regular basis was sufficient to explain her own concerns. However, one of his patients had a dream about a golden scarab piece of jewelry. Then, as she was having a session with Jung, a bug started hitting the window. Intrigued, he opened the window and captured the bug in midair. This was a scarab beetle. When presented to his client, she looked beyond her own logic. According to Jung, the key to comprehending synchronicity is to look beyond the coincidence itself. Sure, coincidences happen all the time, but synchronicity occurs when the coincidence is understood more deeply. In truth, Carl Jung described synchronicity as follows. Synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence of two or more events where something other than chance probability is involved. It sounds a little psychic, doesn't it? How do we refer to something that cannot be explained? Synchronicity frequently occurs during emotional occasions in our life. That is, when there is loss, death, love, or another strong feeling, there is a higher likelihood of seeing synchronicity. I was once injured by someone I genuinely cared for. I was outdoors, furious and unhappy, hoping that everything would be well. A butterfly swooped by and landed on my knee just then. I watched it for a few seconds until it flew off. While this may appear to be a coincidence, the same thing occurred again a few weeks later. Even years later, if I am terribly unhappy or frustrated, I see a butterfly, which gives me hope that everything will be well. It can be outside my window or right next to me. All you need are the eyes to see it.